Right now, I'm in Bradley International Airport in Hartford, Connecticut, but it doesn't stop the VST, so let's jump into this one. This is the Keyzone Classic. I'm going to give this one, the full rating of the 5 out of 5, because when it comes to a lot of piano VSTs, there's a ton of them, so I think for me, I'm a lot more critical, I think, of piano VSTs compared to other, like, instruments or effects or whatever the case is. This one is pretty awesome. So first off, you have basically 5 different piano settings. You have the Keyzone piano, the Yamaha Grand piano, the Steinway piano, the basic electric piano, and lastly, the Rhodes piano. So just so you know, there's like a decent gate on the microphone just because obviously background noise, background music, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so jumping into this, so I'm just going to play like some chords, right? And I'm going to show you each one so you can hear the sound of each one for the same exact chord, the same exact notes. So I'm just going to do C chord, C scale for each piano so you can hear. Right, great sound. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just go up. Let's do C3, right? And then. Alright, now let's show you on the other ones. I'll do the same thing. It's the Yamaha Grand, and let's go to the Steinway piano now. Right, and then we got the electric piano. Go for a little like jazzy electric feel. And then last, but definitely not least, we got the Rhodes piano. I guess this is maybe like the true jazz piano. So right now they're moving a bunch of stuff. I don't know what it is. So obviously when it comes to this plugin, obviously you have a bunch of different settings. You have your attack, decay, sustain, and release. You have reverb. I would suggest using, your own stock reverb. Like obviously use the reverb in Ableton or use a different VST for reverb. Kind of a cool GUI though. I kind of like you can do that. Velocity curve, normal, weak, or strong. And obviously velocity is the intensity. Display that you have volume. I kind of like the volume knob because most volume knobs are just something like that. And then you have the LFO rate, pan. For the types, you want to do pitch, expression, or pan, and the LFO depth. So let's just mess around with this right now. So let's have this. Let's do pitch. Right? Next expression. So you're going to almost add like, almost like a wah-wah kind of on that piano. You can. Next Japan. Right. Add some more stereo width to that. I will say this though, when it comes to doing things like the panning, when it comes to LFO rate and LFO depth, I actually do prefer using, at least in Ableton, obviously the auto pan in this. I just think there's a lot more features and a lot more stuff you can kind of customize. So similar to, like I said, with the reverb, even though it does have cool settings when it comes to panning, I do think it's just better to use auto pan, but for pitch and expression, also you have that, and also you can do that for any of the pianos. Now the reason why I'm giving it basically the full 5 out of 5 is that, one, I love that you have all these settings. For most piano plugins, it's really just the piano. You usually don't even have, not even the ADSR. For this, there's a lot of features for that piano. The second thing is I love that it has 5 different pianos. Obviously, like I said, the Keyzone, Yamaha Yamaha Grand piano, Steinway piano, basic electric, and then the Rhodes. And then, lastly, number 3, the reason I'm giving it the full rating is I love the sound quality, right? Like, for every piano on here, I'll do the lower end. Why is it not doing, why is it doing that now? Enough to panic turns it off, but I was gonna say, there we go. I was like, I think I hit the pan. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back. So I feel like especially too, there's been times when I'm producing a song where I want a very specific piano sound, and it's not necessarily, and I think this is true for music production in general, it's not necessarily about finding the best piano sound or the best instrument or whatever. It's about finding the right one, right? So this one, I think it's a good, some reverb for now. But this may be what you want. Or if you want more of like a rock feel, like... Right, maybe you want almost like a rock type piano feel. But then obviously if I want a jazzy feel, like... You can even use that as a bass, actually. Right, and then last the Rhodes. Or whatever I'm going for. So I think this is a great one to pick up, honestly, especially because when it comes to, like I said, a lot of piano VSTs, you don't have all these features that it has on the GUI. In addition to, if you're looking for like almost like a plethora of pianos, rather than downloading a bunch of different ones in a row and having to find everything, just download the Keyzone Classic. You have 5 amazing pianos right there on the program.